Disease Day. I'm in the car. But it is Rare Disease Day. I had completely forgotten that it was today, and then I got an email from MDA, and it was like, oh, it's Rare Disease Day. So for those of you who are new, I just figured I'd give y'all a little bit of my story. In 2014, I was diagnosed with a form of muscular dystrophy called Myotonic Dystrophy type 1. There's type 1, type 2, and then there's juvenile and congenital. I have type 1. So I was diagnosed in 2014. I started having symptoms when I was 12. It started with scoliosis, and then I got really, really sick in 2013. And after my grandmother ended up in the hospital and was really sick, my mom thought, and she told me to squeeze her hands as hard as I could, and then when she told me to open, I couldn't open. And that's when she knew we needed to go to the neurologist, because we already knew my dad had it. But my parents didn't test me when I was born, because they knew if they tested me when I was born and I had it, they'd probably treat me like a handicapped child, and so I got the doctor knew I had it in March, and then we got the official results in July of 2014. Then in 2015, I had scoliosis surgery, and that made me get dramatically weaker from the disease. Then I eventually got a little bit better. My grandmother died in 2016, and she died from the myotonic dystrophy. I think that made me go into a state of depression, and I lost over 20 pounds in less than a year. So then in 2018, I got a G-tube, which helped me gain more than all of my weight back. Then 2020, I got my gallbladder removed because I'd been having GI problems for a while. The other thing is, starting in 2016, I started getting this extreme pain in my ribs. Hurts to breathe, hurts to cry, hurts to do anything. And so that is pain that I'm constantly in 24/7. It never fully goes away. It has never fully gone away since I was in the hospital in September of 2016. That was before my grandmother passed away. So that's sort of a little backstory on me and my rare disease. So now I just sort of try to do daily life things as best I can, try to live my life as normal as I can, and by the grace of God, I'm able to get through it. Some days are hard, some days I feel well, some days I do not. But I do the best I can to keep going. In the middle of a storm a lot of the time, but God's getting me through it. So, if you have any questions about my rare disease, please leave them in the comments below. I love talking about my disease, and as long as I can answer the question, I will. And if I can't, I'll try and research it and see if I can figure it out. But that is all I think I have for Rare Disease Day. Just wanted to share, because I know I've got a lot of new people here. I wanted to share, number one, that it is Rare Disease Day, and number two, share what my rare disease is. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Never lose hope. Bye.